Marlon, when they look at this batting order, everybody talks about Gale and Fletcher and the lower order. But in a way, you're the one who holds it together in the middle at number 3, number 4. So is it good to, get an innings like that out of the way just to show where you belong?
Yeah, definitely. Because the first game against England, we got a good start. So I could always go out there and express myself by playing shots and playing the game that I like to play. Today, it was the wicket on the slower side, early wickets. So it called for me to change my game, to try and bat bat right down to the end, to bring the team to another victory for the entire Caribbean.
Marlon, today West Indies seem to have made heavy weather of the chase. Do you think you already sealed the semi-final spot? Do you think this sort of acts like a blessing in disguise? This sort of a nervous win? Pulling it off in the very end?
No, this is all the game play. On a day like today on a slow track, it's always going to be a nail bite, a close game. But that shows that it's very good that we can keep our nerves and bring it home, because we nevertheless we might end up in the same situation again. So it's good it's good that we can carry home games under pressure as well.
It was pitch, like you said, was slow, and it looked like the ball was stopping. But you still were trying to play a lot of shots towards third man. Can you just talk about how the pitch was?
Yeah, well, it's gripping a bit. It's on the slower side. You have to wait as long as possible and play it as late as possible. We still have batsmen that will play, that will love to play shots, so they will go and play shots. But we still have batsmen that will consolidate and push it around and bring it as far as possible. So yes, it's a low scoring track, but nevertheless we hold our nerves and we come out on top.
Marlon, when you came in at the innings break, did you think that 122 would be such a tough target, or did you think that South Africa were 15-20 runs short?
No, when you're playing, even if South Africa make 100 today, you're playing against a very good team in all format, Test, One Day, and T20. So you can't take them for granted, and they have experience and very good bowlers and very good cricketers. So we have to go out there and approach it like it's a finals.
In the last game, after the England game, Phil Simmons spoke about how, he's had a word with you about just giving you the freedom to go and express yourself, play your game. What do you think your role is in this batting lineup?
In this batting lineup, I have two roles. One where the openers get a good start, I'll go out there and express myself. And we get a slow start, early wickets, I'll go out there and try to build back an innings with whichever partner that is there and try to build something and bring the game as far as possible.
Marlon, you had a fairly disappointing tour of Australia for yourself. It must have been, given the runs you scored. I know this is a different format, but do you feel like this is this innings and the one against England and your tournament you've had so far has given you a kind of filled you with a little more, told you that I'm still doing well, I can still keep on going?
Yeah, definitely. Don't want to be not overconfident, but this is a part of the game which I think is the most beautiful part of the game. It's a glorious game that it makes you bring out how tough you are as a person, because you're going to have failures, but what matters the most is how you come back.
Faf, Dale Steyn bowled a couple of just 2 overs against England. I mean, they were expensive, but since then you've not picked him at all. And this is perhaps South Africa's greatest ever bowler. Like, was it just the 2 expensive overs, or like why hasn't he played since then?
Yeah, I think today, from a selection point of view, it was between Dale and David Visa. That was our 2 options. And I think we got it spot on with the team today. David Visa had an amazing game. Obviously, we saw that the wicket gripped a lot. KG for us the last year has been amazing. Kagiso, he's been outstanding in the way he's bowled. So he's been picking wickets up regularly. So for me, it's a guy that's on top of his game. So that's why he was obviously the seamer that played. And Chris Morris is an all-rounder. So you don't really compete him with someone else. So yeah, it was close today between Dale and David Visa. We were thinking about either the extra batsman or the extra seamer, but I think we got it spot on. A wicket like that, everything about it was just pace off.
I mean, Faf, you're talking about the wicket being a little slower side and all. What went wrong with the batting then? You know, because you've played here in Nagpur in the test match and you've come back again, so you kind of expected that. But what, because the first 3-4 wickets fell, you know, almost like, you know, not poor shots, but sort of like that.
Yep.
Do you think the batting sort of let you down, or kind of was very overcautious, or went try to attack what?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the batting today was the difference between us winning and losing. We needed to get to 130, 135 to have a pass score. I thought we were 10 runs short, definitely, with no doubt. And that's the batting unit's problem. I thought we were very frantic there up front. Obviously, you never want to start your innings with a run out. That just puts everything in a bit of a negative mode, because you're giving the opposition a wicket. But to lose 3 or 4 wickets so quickly that broke our momentum in the innings, and that was the difference between, like I said, between us getting 1 to 140. The guys batted beautifully in the middle there. David Visa, once again, as a guy that's coming in today, had a great game. And I can't fault the bowlers today. Obviously, there's been a lot of pressure and a lot of stuff said about our bowling unit over the last 2 weeks or so. But they really fought really hard today. And especially in a big game like today, you want your big players to stand up. And obviously myself, Hashim and AB, one of us needed to anchor the innings and be there. Quinton played an amazing innings, mature innings. That's something he hasn't done a lot. Normally he plays his aggressive game and he's very free. Today the shoe was on the other foot and he adapted brilliantly. And he showed the rest of the batting unit what it is like to adapt on that wicket.
Faf, when Imran Tahir got those 2 wickets and the match was kind of in the balance, you had 1 over from each of your pacers. How did you go about deciding who to give? What is the order you'll go with? You know, and that.
Yeah, I knew in my mind that pace off was the key. It's a wicket that I gave the opposition.
Faf, when senior players like yourself, AB, those type of guys, don't perform in a game like this and it's so close, are you actually almost more disappointed at a defeat like this than a guy like Kagiso or David Visa, or, you know, less experienced players in the side?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I think